Hello and welcome to part 3. Here we're going to use the clone tool just to remove a few of the signs on the left hand side of the image. But before we do that, we just want to flatten down our levels adjustment layer onto our background copy layer. So to do this, make sure you've got your top layer, your top adjustment levels layer selected. Hold down Shift, click on your background copy layer and you'll see them both turn a light grey. Then go Control or Apple E and that'll just merge those two selected layers together. With that done, we can now start the cloning process. So go over to your left hand menu, select the clone tool. Shortcut for that is just S. And what we want to do is to select our area for cloning. So we need to select our sample area. So find your sample area. We're going just down here in the bottom right of the shop facade. Just hold down Alt and you'll see a little target appear, left click, and we've now made our sample point. Now if we start to clone, we can see that the clone point always stays in exactly the same position away from the sample point as we move, which is great, but as soon as we start to move into the actual sign itself, we'll start to just clone other parts of the sign. So if you go up to your options, just untick aligned. We'll just make that sample selection point again and click once. Now when we start to do the cloning, as soon as we release the left button and then start cloning again, it'll go back to that original cloning point. So it makes things quite a lot easier when it's cloning out a large area like this with just a very flat colour. So just quickly take out the rest of that sign, and there we can see very quickly we've just got rid of the whole of that sign from the shop front. Now if we just move up to the windows, so hold down spacebar, left click and just move the image down. And here we can see a to let sign, and what we want to do is just get rid of that. So what we're going to do again is just make our sample point just below the window. And what we want to do is rebuild the actual look of the window as well. So hold down Alt on one of these crossbars, then move up slightly, and what we can do is very quickly just rebuild the look of that window. Now if we take another sample point, and we're just going to very quickly remove any of the remnants of the sign, and again just keep resampling so that you can actually build in the window. And there we go. You don't have to be too accurate because we are going to apply blur over the window, but just get it so that you've removed the sign and you've taken away that highlight distraction from the image. So if you just zoom out again and we can just check on how it looks. Okay, so we've now removed the sign from the image and removed that distraction from the picture. In the next part, what we're going to do is take a look at correcting the colour, and then we're going to add a blur layer to the picture.